Hey, you're watching Gabriel Alexander Review. Today we're going to review this backpack here, the Osprey Nebula 32. There is actually very little in the way of reviews of this particular version of this backpack online. There are quite a few more of the previous version, which is called the Nebula 34, and there was a women's version called like the Nova 32. But this is the new version, and here it is. Looking at bags that this competes with, the obvious one would be the North Face Recon. The reason why I'd say it's comparable to that bag, it's the same price range, and like the Recon, it has this mesh thing on the outside. So let's take a look. I'm going to say that I believe this is the better of those two bags, and I'll explain why. So this would be kind of an all-arounder bag. This one, and I got to say, you could take this one to college. You could take this one hiking. You could take it to the office. It's reasonably professional because it's fairly subdued and tidy. But a very good all-purpose backpack. Also great for bicycling. It's pretty lightweight. It's got a bike light attachment here. So let's take a look at the features. All right. So first, let's start with this. Okay. So this, as you can imagine, can just load up with stuff. This is cool because you can take this to the gym or something. Put your nasty old gym clothes in here without them stinking up your bag. That's kind of cool. So let's see what the other various pockets have to offer. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's that. Right here, you've got this pocket here, which you'll find on a lot of bags. This is, it's got this nice fleecy lining stuff. This is for sunglasses and cables and, you know, whatever kind of stuff you'd want to put in there. So we've got these compression straps that are right here and here that kind of get in the way of stuff. We'll talk about that in a bit, but there they are. So we got our next section right here. This section's pretty cool. So you've got your zipper here. You can put, you know, all your cords and stuff in here. You can put your pins in here. I've got, you know, bike light there. I got a bike light there. I got cables there. And this one, unlike bags from, say, the North Face, this compartment goes all the way down. So you can really stuff this compartment pretty full if you need to. I mean, as far as pockets, it's got a good number of pockets. However, there aren't any pockets on this side here, which, you know, I feel like there could have been, and there just aren't. But that's not that big of a deal since this is pretty pocket happy. Main section here. By the way, this is something that has improved since the previous version of the bag that's been reviewed a lot. The organization inside of it has been improved, and it now has 2 zippers. For some reason, the old version just had 1 zipper there. That's kind of odd. The zippers, by the way, all have these pulley things. A lot of North Face bags also have something similar now. And they're YKK zippers, so they're very nice zippers. Okay, this zipper is, I think, even bigger than that zipper. Nice big zipper. The zippers have flaps over them, and as far as flaps, they do their job without getting in the way too much. Okay, so here's your main compartment. This current version doesn't have any additional, you know, compartments or zippers or something inside of this area. It's just a big section. I think the previous version did. But we'll see this version actually adds some stuff to the laptop compartment. So let's see, I've just got a couple of notebooks in here right now, but there's plenty of room for clothes, textbooks, pineapples, whatever you want to put in here. So let's zip it up. So, okay, so that got stuck on there a little bit, as is the case with flaps, but I think the flaps give some kind of peace of mind about water resistance. By the way, this bag is made of nice recycled nylon material in just the right weights. It's a nice light bag, but it's not like so light that it makes you concerned about its durability or anything. Okay, let's get to the laptop compartment here. Now this is cool. This is something much better than what you'll find on the North Face's offering. The Recon. These zippers can go all the way down. This section here can completely open up. And let's see what this looks like. Okay, this can completely open up totally flat, like that. So I put an old 13-inch MacBook Pro in here just so you can see, you know, what it looks like in here. As you can see, there's a lot of room on both sides because this can apparently fit up to a 17-inch laptop. But you also have room in this section. You could put your documents and stuff in here. There is a zippered compartment here, and there is another big section in here that you could put a second laptop in if you wanted to. You could put a tablet in here. You could load this thing up with tech. So, you know, if you're a traveling professional who has to carry around your documents to your clients or something, you could get away with this bag, I think. Especially if you get it in a subdued color like this black on black effect that we got here. But that's really cool. Also, the backpack is suspended with a false bottom, nice false bottom, so it feels nice and protected. So let's zip this up. Let's take a look at the straps and stuff. Water bottle holders. Okay, so gonna snap up these compression straps here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so, all right. We got this together now. Here is the back. We've got these two straps here with this squishy stuff here. You've got a sternum strap here, and you've got a belly strap down here. So, kind of cool. It's very comfortable. One thing that's kind of unusual, but been okay with it. Look at the handle. The handle is weird. It is back here rather than on top. As far as hanging it goes, this hangs very well with this handle. Carrying it, it's a little bit not what you're used to. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but if you've just been picking up backpacks all your life and you're used to picking them up back here, this kind of be a weird spot. And the handle is very wide. It's made of this kind of like seatbelt stuff, or like just imagine a seatbelt folded in half with some padding on the inside, but it feels like it's sturdy and it's going to do the job. Something that's cool about this backpack for riding bikes and professional use and lots of things like that, that I haven't seen any reviews mention that I know of, is that this now comes with strap keepers. So it hangs pretty tidy. If you've seen my review of the North Face Borealis, and other North Face bags, and other Osprey bags for that matter, really dangles like a jellyfish. But this one, because of you know, the strap keepers and stuff, it doesn't make too much of a strap mess while you're wearing it, or even while you put it down. Like if I you know, if I connected this and cinched it up here and stuff, I wouldn't necessarily have to have, you know, all this hanging down. Let's see. Water bottle holders. We got a couple of water bottle holders. They're the same kind of stretchy mesh stuff as the big pocket in front. Here they are. They both have a compression strap on the front of them, so if you needed to get in a water bottle extra tight, like say you got a little skinny can of Izzy or San Pellegrino or something, that's one of those, you know, skinny cans, you could probably tighten that to keep it from falling out. So yeah, I mean, pretty good, easy to use water bottle doohickeys. Yeah, this is a clip. You can put a bike light on it. I think this would be an excellent backpack for riding a bike. Let's see, on the back here, these I suppose you could, yeah, you could probably attach some stuff to here if you wanted to, so you could, you know, yeah, hook other stuff onto there. So, gotta say, this is a great bag. This is a great all-arounder bag that you could bring into various different uses. You could use one bag for very many things. You got your whistle here on this, so yeah, you got your whistle there. There is very little wrong with this backpack. I mean, I say there could be a tiny bit more organization in the front pouch and in the main compartment, but not a big complaint because there's so much organization extra in the laptop compartment and whatnot. Something that I would criticize is I would say that it is a bit heavy on the compression straps. Now, compression straps are good because they can make your thing really flat and lay down, but the fact of the matter is that these ones up here get in the way of these compartments being able to open very far. So like the main compartment, if I don't unhook this, I can only open it this much, which getting clothes out, probably not a problem. Certain books, not a problem, but if you're a student with gigantic textbooks and stuff, that's gonna create, you know, you're gonna need to unhook these. And also the laptop section. Let me see if I can get the 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is smaller than an average laptop even. Let's see if I can get that one out of the laptop section without unhooking the compression straps. Okay. Can I do it? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I can. So maybe it's kind of a non-issue. Maybe, you know, depending on, you need to grab something quickly, you can probably grab it without unhooking the compression straps. But if you've got your, you know, giant 17-inch ThinkPad or whatever, then you might need to unhook these to get at it. Let's see. And I mean, these being on the side, since they're on the side, I mean, I guess that probably keeps the water bottles a little more secure if you need to. But on backpacks that have them on the bottom, it's like an extra place you can carry some stuff if you need to. But these ones on the side, though, make it be a lot tighter than if you have one on the bottom. If you've got compression straps on the bottom, they just add more stuff to hang here. So this, especially with this strap holder there, keeps it nice and horizontal. These straps don't get in your way, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, I mean, did they really have to make these compression straps this far up in order for them to do their job? Like, if they could have maybe made them a little lower, I don't know. But let's see. Okay, I've got that flap there. And looking around here, and say this is a highly recommended bag, and 32 liters is on the large size, yet this isn't an overwhelmingly huge bag, and it's very light. So, I mean, I can forgive the compression straps not being in a perfect place on here. Also like how the branding is fairly subtle, especially if you get the black and it's like a, you know, black on black effect. A lot nicer than, you know, the North Face has a, you know, huge in-your-face North Face logo here. So, yeah, I would say that Osprey really hit it out of the park with this bag, and I would recommend it for traveling, for school, for professional use, for hiking. This bag can kind of do it all. I mean, if you want a bag with the bungees for, you know, doing bungee stuff, you know, I'd probably recommend the North Face Borealis. But unless you're really demanding bungees, or else you need a backpack that is much larger or much smaller or something, this one I would really recommend. So I'm going to give this one an A+.